We're here. How's everybody doing out there? I love it. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome, Mountaineers. My name is Fred Northup Jr. I'm a white guy. I've got a Navy suit, brown hair, a bow tie. I'm a fellow Mountaineers member, and I am so honored to be back here with you again for the Mountaineers Adventure with Purpose Gala. This is my 12th gala. I don't know who is here for the first time? Just show of hands. Wow, how about a round of applause for our new people? Thank you for being here. I really love this event.
All right, what a great event, a great crowd. I'm Michelle Millman. I will be your MC for the evening, working with Fred here, who is a pro, as you all know. I have on a black dress with, I believe this is an orchid.
Sure,
okay,
yes.
Turquoise orchid. I'm about 5'7" with these heels.
Yeah, you are.
But maybe the end of the night, I'm in my tennis shoes and I'm 4'1". Okay, so glad to be with you this evening. This is going to be a great time. Thank you for being here. Of course, as many of you know, tonight is all about building community, inspiring adventure, and helping all people confidently enjoy and protect the natural world.
Yeah, so again, tonight is going to be a big night, a fun night. First, we welcome to our whole Mountaineers community, including our partners and special guests, and a big welcome, of course, to our award honoree, Eric Weinmayer, who is here with us. And behind me, there are a few ropes that are hanging from up above. New this year, we have our MAC students racing in the first ever Relay Adventure Challenge, or what we are calling the MAC Rack.
This is going to be great. I can't wait. Plus, we'll auction off 6 amazing packages tonight, which you can preview in the auction catalog on your tables right now if you'd like. Congratulations to all the silent auction package winners this evening. Just so you know, if you're a silent auction winner, you'll be congratulated at your table to start the evening.
So Michelle, we've said it a lot. This program's going to be really fun, but we are also here for something bigger. Tonight, every time you raise your bid card, you help youth and adults access the outdoors. You help open the door to adventure and belonging and stewardship, and you support the books and the programs and the experiences that inspire people to explore and to protect the natural world.
And tonight, we want you to leave with a deeper understanding of the programs and publishing efforts your support makes possible. So before I raise the paddle, you'll hear from tonight's Mission Impact speaker, Dr. R. Dennis Eller. Dennis, thank you. Dennis carries forward a powerful legacy of what it means to adventure with purpose. And tonight, all of us have the chance to carry that legacy forward, helping more people get outside, experience transformation, and protect these special places for generations to come.
And you know, this evening would not be possible without the incredible support of our event chairs. So a big thank you to Roger Mellum and Rich Draves. Roger is here with us. Thank you, Roger, for being here. And Rich is sorry, Michelle, that he can't be here tonight, but in true Mountaineer form, Rich says hello from the base camp of Mount Everest, which that's about as Mountaineers an excuse as you could get. So thank you both for serving on our board of directors, but also as gala event chairs to help make this evening such a big success. And speaking of our incredible board members, we have many of them here this evening. Can we have our hardworking board of directors raise your hands and wave so we can give you a round of applause?
And let's be sure that we recognize our table hosts and captains tonight who packed the room for us here at Fremont Studios. Our table captains are board members, members of our Peak Society, and super fans, of course, of the Mountaineers. And thank you also tonight to our table sponsors. You are our most active and engaged supporters. We are grateful for your support.
And again, as I said, we're so honored to have Eric Weinmayer here with us this evening, who is right up front. Eric is going to be receiving our Adventure with Purpose Award, presented by Mountaineers Board of Directors member Graham Zimmerman.
And this year, Eric is receiving the award as someone who truly embodies our lead, engage, and advocate values that makes us all Mountaineers. After the award presentation, we look forward to hearing from Eric about his life, Adventuring with Purpose. Eric is joining us tonight with his fiancee Heather and climbing partner Diedrich Jonke. And thank you for being here tonight, and welcome back to the great Pacific Northwest.
That's right. And I am, I was ordained online. So if we want to just wrap that up tonight, the night is young. Tonight, friends, we are also celebrating the fact that 2026 marks the Mountaineers' 120th anniversary. Wow.
Amazing.
Since 1906, the Mountaineers has been helping people explore and conserve and learn about and enjoy the lands of the Pacific Northwest and beyond. And at the end of this evening, we hope you can stay and help us raise a glass together to celebrate 120 years.
And we have so much lined up, so let's get to it. Please welcome the member of the Mountaineers Board of Directors, Danielle Graham.
Bicycle. Bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride it where I like. You say black, I say white. You say bar, I say bite. You say shark, I say him. And Jaws was never my scene, and I don't.
Good evening to all of you wonderful people. I'm Danielle Graham, Secretary of the Board of the Mountaineers Board of Directors, and I am so thrilled to welcome all of you here tonight. I arrived on my bicycle, my bikepacking bicycle from a bikepacking field trip today. I have a chic bicycling black dress on with some Converse All-Stars with mountains embroidered on them. I'd like to, and also my 120th birthday balloon. I'd like to begin this evening by respectfully acknowledging that we are on the lands of the Pacific Northwest Indian tribes, who live here and steward these lands and waters as they have since time immemorial. As we pursue our mission, we strive to listen to and amplify their traditions and values through respectful engagement. I have the honor of recognizing the dedication and public service of these esteemed guests who have joined us tonight. Mayor Mary Miller of North Bend, and two of our past gala honorees, 2022 honoree Diane Roberts and 2023 honoree Steve Swenson. Thank you for taking the time to celebrate with us and for your ongoing commitment to supporting our community and the natural world. I want to thank everyone who helped make tonight's event a success, including our generous sponsors, Mountaineers staff, and the hundreds of supporters who contributed to the auction. When my husband, daughter, and I joined the Mountaineers 10 years ago, I thought we'd take a course or two. However, 2 turned to 3, and then to 4, and so on. And now we are part of a community that we consider to be our extended family. Welcome to the fun and adventure that we have on tap tonight. We will get a chance to cheer on our Mountaineers youth athletes in the first MAC-RAC competition, where they will showcase some mountaineering skills. We'll have a live auction and a chance to raise your paddle to support all of the outstanding programming offered by our club. You will meet mountaineer Dr. R. Dennis Eller, who will share his deep passion for nature and the commitment to connecting its wonders with others. You will also hear from Eric Weinmeier, an outstanding human who truly embodies the spirit of adventure with purpose. In the spirit of celebrating the club's 120th birthday, I'd like to note some of what we have collectively accomplished just in this past year. We volunteered almost 200,000 hours. That is the equivalent of 100 full-time positions. We gave close to 350 course scholarships. We explored a total of almost 225,000 miles and gained almost 50 million feet of elevation in the process. We published 38 books. We wrote over 17,000 messages to lawmakers in support of our public lands. We taught well over 1,000 seminars, clinics, and courses. We provided almost 5,500 overnight stays across our 3 lodges, while close to 7,000 people attended a performance at Kitsap Forest Theater. And last but not least, we created outdoor opportunities for over 13,000 kids. Please give yourselves a round of applause for all that we have accomplished together. By being here tonight, you are helping to ensure that we continue the legacy of the Mountaineers for another 120 years. Our work would not be possible without our dedicated volunteers, your spirit of paying it forward, and the generosity of people like you who believe in our vision. Remember to raise your bid cards high and often, and I will see you all later at the after-party toast. Tonight is about celebrating as a community, but before I leave the stage, I would like to pause for a moment to remember a true giant of a man and a mountaineer, Jim Whittaker. Jim was a member of the Mountaineers for 82 of our 120 years. He was also REI's first employee and eventually its CEO. Jim and his brother Lou joined the Mountaineers in 1945 for the basic alpine climbing course. This began an extraordinary mountaineering journey and inspired him to fight to protect the wild places that he held sacred. To pay tribute to Jim, please welcome to the stage Governor Bob Ferguson.
Good evening. First, before I say just a few words, you'll please join me in thanking Diane and the entire Whittaker family for sharing Jim Whittaker with us for all those decades. There is a well-known saying, never meet your heroes. Now that advice, of course, stems from the idea that we naturally idealize our heroes. And that individual, if you ever have the opportunity to meet them, will inevitably disappoint you in some way because they can't possibly measure up in person to the image that you hold in your mind about that individual. It's advice I suspect that is often true, but I'm glad I did not listen to it when it came to Jim Whittaker. When I met him for the first time, Jim Whittaker did not just live up to how I imagined him to be, he exceeded it. He was warm, kind, and friendly. I was with a college buddy at the time, and Jim asked whether we climbed. I replied, not really, but we tried to scramble up peaks once in a while. Jim followed up immediately and asked what we had climbed recently. So we told him about a minor peak in the Poseidon Wilderness. Jim got super excited, spread his arms out wide, and exclaimed, "You're climbers." It would be as if we had met Michael Jordan, told him we played JV basketball in high school, and he responded, "You're ballers." Jim made us feel like absolute equals, even though he was, of course, one of the greatest climbers in the history of climbing, and we were, at most, occasional weekend warriors on obscure local peaks. I honestly believe his excitement about our recent climb could not have been greater if we had said we were tackling a first ascent in the Himalayas, and I'm not joking. He was that excited about it. Last night, I texted that friend, and I asked him what he remembered about meeting Jim Whittaker. Here's what he wrote back. Jim shook my hand, and his hand engulfed mine. Jim put his other arm on my shoulder and said, "Good to meet you, John." He proceeded to ask me questions about my life, along with many follow-up questions. a towering figure in every way, and interested in me. Could one ask for anything more from meeting one of your heroes? The governor's residence in Olympia is a beautiful building inside and out. Many of you have probably been there. The main floor is open to the public for events and tours, so thousands of people come through the governor's mansion every single year. The main floor has just one room that the governor can decorate as they wish. Everything else is established by the foundation with antique furniture and paintings, that kind of thing. So my wife and I, of course, have many family-related items and photos in our one family room on the main floor. But because so many people visit that room, I decided to include just a couple of photos of individuals who I especially admire and who I want everyone who walks through that room to see and hopefully think about. One of those photos is of Jim Whittaker. It's from the night I first met him. I was with my friend John, of course. The picture is Jim in the middle, flanked by me and my friend John. Jim has his arms around us, and we all have big smiles. 3 climbers. 3 climbers, hanging out, connected by our love of mountains. That's how I will remember my hero, Jim Whittaker. Now, please take a moment to look at the screen, to see a presentation, and reflect on a truly, truly extraordinary life and extraordinary Washingtonian. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you again to Danielle, and thank you again to Governor Ferguson for that wonderful tribute to Jim. Diane, Leif, and Joss, we're so happy that you can be here with us this evening. As the governor said, thank you for your lifelong dedication to the Mountaineers community.
Jim is part of the Mountaineers' long history and was part of the special segment of our community, of course. Our lifetime members and individuals who have been members for 50 years or more. Do we have any other lifetime members in the room with us tonight?
Raise your
Please
hands.
raise your hands so we can give you a round of applause.
Incredible.
Lovely. Fantastic.
So again, we've met our people who have experienced the Mountaineer, or who are experiencing the Mountaineers Gala for the very first time. you should know that you're about to see something that you've never seen before. People who are returning, they know it gets pretty crazy here. So only in the Pacific Northwest, only from the Mountaineers. And this year, of course, Michelle, we're doing what we're calling the first ever in history Mac Rack.
Yes, the Mac Rack. Just fun to say, right?
It is.
Okay, it brings together 2 teams competing in a relay adventure challenge that consists of 3 challenges that they will complete in a relay style right here on stage. The 3 events will include rope coiling, boulder pad stacking, and a Prasic climb. The team that completes the relay challenge first wins.
That's right. So racing are teenagers from Olympia, Tacoma, and Seattle Mountaineers Adventure Club, better known again as MAC. And they've been training for this MAC Relay Challenge all season. They're ready to race their hearts out, Michelle.
Okay, and Fred, we have 2 teams of racers and belayers.
That's right. Everyone, are you ready to meet tonight's racers?
Yeah.
All right. You can hear the music is going.
Nice.
Up first in blue is Team Olympics. Team Olympics includes last year's Tyrolean Traverse racer, Seattle MAC member, and senior at my alma mater, Lakeside High School, Isabel Chi. Thank you so much for being here. Joining Isabel is fellow Seattle MAC member, Bothell High School junior, rower, climber, lover of Type 2 fun, Elsa Griffiton. From Tacoma MAC, we welcome Curtis High School senior, viola player, Eagle Scout, and rock climber since she was 6 years old, Mara Stilnovich. And to round out Team Olympics, welcome to the stage another Seattle MAC member, high school senior, lover of the outdoors, backpacking, and also an Eagle Scout. That's right, 2 Eagle Scouts on stage. Welcome Tommy Daniels and Team Olympics.
All right. Are you ready? Up next in red, Team Cascades. Team Cascades includes from Olympia MAC, we have superstar student, finance guru, West Seattle High School senior, climber and paddleboarder, Adeline Martin.
Woo!
Returning back to the gala stage is Tacoma MAC member Annie Wright, high school junior, Vertical World Climbing Team competitor and summiter of many local peaks, Ireland Jean. Next, we have Nathan Hale, high school senior, longtime Seattle MAC member and lover of backpacking, alpinism, snow camping, and day hiking, Kai Nyland. And rounding out Team Cascades is Seattle MAC member, Bothell High School senior, soon to be Running Start graduate who loves backpacking and lake swimming, Elise James. Thank you, Team Cascade. Don't leave me hanging. Right on.
Give it up for all of our MAC racers, everybody.
All right, this is so exciting. As the teams get into position, ready to go, it's time for you to put those donation tickets to use, Fred.
Exactly. So everyone, here's how this works. First, look inside your registration packet. You will find 10 donation tickets with your bid number on them. Here's how it works. It's time to donate towards the MAC Rack. All donations that are submitted support all programs at the Mountaineers, and 1 lucky MAC Rack ticket will be selected from whatever team wins from their winning bucket of tickets, and that bidder is going to win a prize. You can donate as many times as you want. You can donate towards both teams if you want to hedge your bets, right?
Okay, remember, every $25 donation you give tonight supports the Mountaineers and their efforts to get people outdoors safely and inspire them to protect our natural world. The more generous you are tonight, the more funds to support your cause. You heard the accomplishments of all the climbers here on the stage tonight. It's fair to say this race is, a team's game.
Any team, really,
Yeah.
Who knows? So everyone, right now you can see you've got the red and you've got the blue bags,
Buckets,
thank
bucket
you.
bag.
Yeah, the red and the
Yeah.
blue bags working their way around the room. Just hold up your tickets and put them into whichever team you want to donate towards, or if you want to donate towards both, you can. Remember, it's just $25 each time. Now, I said there was going to be a prize. We have a fun prize. Again, once the race is over, someone is going to win dinner for two at Canlis.
Ooh.
We have a $600 gift card to Canlis, which can easily get you dinner for two with wine at Canlis, Seattle's iconic, beautiful fine dining restaurant. So the more you turn in, the better your chances are of winning $600 to go spend at Canlis. And of course, we will crown you and your table mates as Mac Rack champions. So look for the bags coming around. Our team of spotters are running around the room collecting your donations. Turn in your tickets and you could win $600 to Canlis. And again, you can put just one ticket behind each team. You could put all of your tickets. You could put all 10 tickets in one team. You could split it up. So many options. You're good at math.
And again, you can donate to both teams or you can dedicate the entire bundle. Just put it all down on blue or red. All
That's
right.
right. Again, one ticket, $25, all 10 for $250, right, Michelle?
It's up to you. Drop your donation cards in your spotter's blue or red bags.
All right, so again, if you can't find someone, just hold up, wave your tickets overhead, and we will send somebody with a bag your way. Remember, the more tickets you donate, the greater impact that you have, and you could win that $600 gift card to Canlis. All right, it looks like we're almost ready to start the very first Mac Rack. We've got our teams. All right, you can see over there, they've already got Team Chance going. This is very good. So before we get going, we want to say a big thank you to tonight's Mac Rack sponsor. Thank you to Black Diamond. Black Diamond generously donated all of tonight's Mac Rack gear. In fact, Michelle, you're going to trade your microphone over
Yes.
with a member of the Black Diamond team. Everyone, welcome Roger Strong to the stage.
You have
Oh, there we go.
Have fun, fellas.
Hello.
Good luck, teams. Good
Welcome,
luck.
Roger. Roger, we've got the teams lined up here on the stage. Can you please share with us about each part of what Mac Rack is doing, what we're about to see here?
Totally. We got 3 stages here, as everybody can see. The first is going to be how fast the first person can coil in a butterfly scenario their rope and then have it completely secured and hand it off. And once that is clean and secured, then part 2, the key here is to keeping the rope well maintained and then hand it off, and then can go right into stage 2, which is stacking, starting with 1 while they're belayed, and then we're gonna stack them 8 high, and then once that their weight is taken, and then feet on the floor after being lowered, and then that signals the 3rd round, which is ascending the rope with an ascender and a rope catching device, which in this instance is an auto-locking belay device. And by the time that person is lowered to the deck, is the winner that can be done the fastest.
Yeah, they've got to grab that flag at the top, right, Roger? Is
Correct,
that
yes.
is, yes, so we've got the little ribbon hanging down at the top. So
So 3
coiling rope-
stages. First one, coiling. Second one, the boulder pad stack. Once the feet hit the floor is when you can move and ascend as fast as you can up the rope and hit the flag.
All right,
All
this
3,
is,
okay?
This is exciting. Where should we be for the vantage point, Roger?
We might want to be just a little bit back because it could get
Oh, here, let's
pretty
go,
rowdy
let's
here.
go all the way up. I want to make sure that we're not blocking their view, though.
Okay,
you know?
let's go
Let's
back
go up
then.
here.
Yeah.
All right, so that now we're like, this is very professional. All right, everyone is positioned. It's time to race. We've got Team Olympics, Team Cascade, rope coilers on their marks. Everyone, are you ready?
All right, racers, on your mark, get set, go.
All right, Roger, you're the professional. What do we see here happening?
Wow, we are seeing what is the matter of slow is smooth and smooth is starting to turn into being fast. So blue and red are pretty close here. You can start to see a little bit of fatigue settle in, but they're not giving up. The coils are looking pretty even. Each one is a little bit over halfway. The support from the team is definitely keeping the energy going. Wow, this is incredible. The loops are really close together. We've got one. Here we go. Blue team
Team Olympics wrapping it up.
getting it close, getting it secured.
Team Cascades right at the end of their rope as well.
It's getting pretty close. All right, and then 1, 2, 3. All right, you're on.
And here we go, stacking.
Stage 2, red getting close. Let's see red. Almost. You're in there. Go ahead and drop it. All right, pads. Here we go. Teamwork.
Look at this.
All right, we got 4 on here. We got 4. It's getting really close. Red team is starting to catch up. Oh my gosh, blue is slowing down just a hair. It's close. It's neck and neck. Tight belay.
This is very precarious.
It's getting close.
One more.
It's getting a little tipsy. We're getting close.
There we go, up top now, get down.
All right. And then
And the
here we
feet
go
hit
on
the ground.
ascension.
We're on the final
Team
climb.
Red goes. How fast
Team
can
Red,
Team Red
Team
go?
Cascades is crawling. They're,
Lowering to the deck.
and meanwhile,
Lower to the
coming
deck.
down is
Lower.
Team
All right,
Olympics.
blue team, go hard,
Team
go
Olympics
hard,
is
go hard,
going.
fast, fast. You got
And there
this.
they go, and they grab
Yay!
the ribbon.
Team Red for the win.
Team
All right.
Cascades.
All right, Team Blue, keep going, keep going. You got this.
There we go.
Everybody finishes here. Everybody finishes.
You've got the crowd cheering you on.
Yes.
What an amazing
Awesome.
one more
move,
move.
Team Blue. Yo!
There we
And then you
go.
can both lower.
Wow, what an incredible effort and an exciting race. Thank you, racers. Can we give a big round of applause for both of our racers? Amazing. All right, as our racers get unhooked, we can move out of the way. I don't want anyone. There we go. It's time to select one lucky bidder's ticket from the winning team's bucket. Someone, again, is going to win $600 to Canlis. So thank you, Canlis, for your generosity. And thank you, Roger, again, for all that you have done for this amazing event. All right, Roger.
Absolutely. It feels like a big family reunion here. A lot of people I haven't seen in a long time.
I love that.
All right, so the winner is, okay, I don't have my glasses, 307.
Bidder 307.
307.
Look at the fireworks are going off in your
Who
honor.
is going to Canlis?
Let's find out.
307.
Bidder 307. Make some noise. They're very quiet. They don't want their friends to know they're going to Canlis.
You're right.
They're like, I'm going just by myself. Well, congratulations. Where are you, 307? Congratulations on your achievement. You're going to Canlis.
Yeah.
Rose and the team are going to bring you your crowns because now your whole table are being crowns. And can we give a big round of applause to Roger and Black Diamond? Thank you so much, Roger. Thank you so much, Black Diamond. And again, keep it going for each one of our Mac Rack racers. Michelle's coming back to stage. All right, everybody.
That was great.
That was so fun. Well, before we continue, Michelle, we should take a moment to recognize our other partners in the community who helped make this night possible. We can't do what we're doing without all of these amazing community partners. So an appropriate place to start is our longtime friend and partner, REI Co-op and REI Cooperative Action Fund. And we're so grateful for REI Co-op's continued support of the Mountaineers as our signature partner. They provide critical funding to elevate our mission and our programs. Thank you.
The Mountaineers and REI have a deep history dating back to 1938. Mountaineers climb leaders Lloyd and Mary Anderson created REI as a way of making quality climbing gear more accessible to Mountaineer students and instructors. We're grateful for their continued partnership. Thank you, REI team and REI Cooperative Action Fund.
Yes. Absolutely, we can give it up for REI. Thank you also to the Mountaineers sponsor that gives you year-round. To make the magic of the Mountaineers happen, we want to say thank you to Black Diamond. Thank you to Feathered Friends. Thank you to Ghostfish Brewing Company, Lowell Graham Jones, Petzl, Ryan Swanson and Cleveland LLC, and Waypoint Outdoors.
And thank you once again to the individuals and companies who purchased tables this evening, including Brown & Brown of Washington, Port Blakely, yes, let's hear it, Ryan Swanson and Cleveland LLC, and representatives from Project Belay, including DPR, Mithun, and Vertical World.
Amazing. Other major sponsors include those that contributed to the evening through our auction. So a big thank you to United Airlines, a world leader in the development of sustainable aviation fuel. This aligns, of course, with the Mountaineers' value to invest in climate change action. You'll all have the chance to bid on 2 Polaris business class tickets tonight in the live auction. So thank you to Barney Hartford and Beth Beerbaum for your support in making these United Airlines tickets. They're here with us. Let's give them a round of applause.
And thank you as well to Uncruise Adventures that take you on destination cruises that get you to next to nature while skipping the big cruise scene and port town crowds. Uncruise trips get you out kayaking, hiking, snorkeling, and up close with wildlife and the natural world. You'll have a chance to bid on one of their spectacular cruises for 2 to Baja, Mexico in tonight's live auction.
And of course, thank you to Fremont Studios, our hosts tonight. Thank you to Casper's Catering, who are bringing out delicious food. We're really grateful to both of you.
And thank you again to our beverage sponsors, Georgetown Brewing Company, Ghostfish Brewing Company, Athletic Brewing Company, Hood River Distillers, Tiritas Sparkling Wine, and Tint Cellars.
Yes, I love everyone you just named, Michelle.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for attending. Thank you for your ongoing support for providing beverages for us tonight at the many other events for the Mountaineers. Tonight, we have representatives from all of our major sponsors here in the room, Michelle. So, sponsors, if you're here in the room, will you please wave your hand so we can say thank you to our sponsors?
Thank
you
you.
for all that you do to support this community.
And thank you also to all of the businesses and individuals who contributed to our online, silent, and live auctions. How about this? There are 100 businesses and individuals who contributed gifts of goods, services to make tonight's event extra special. Many of these businesses, brands, and Mountaineers members and authors are in the room as well. It is thanks to each of their donations that all 60 auction packages were made possible. Let's give it up for them. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone, it's time to begin our live auction. Fred is heading on over to the round stage here in the middle of the room.
It's going to be exciting.
Find your bid card. Make sure it matches the number on your name tag, or maybe your friends, and you can raise your bid card for $1 million. Play a little joke on a friend. We've got our photographer, Matt, here, so get ready to take a pic.
That's right, everyone. Hold up your bid cards. It's the only time it doesn't cost you any money to hold up a bid card is right now. And as you said, we've got our photographer here coming towards the stage. So everyone, hold up your bid card. Look right there. We're taking your picture. This is just a practice item. It's the only time, again, that it doesn't cost you money. So here's what's up for bid. Right now, whoever wins this fake practice auction, you will have perfect conditions no matter what you're doing. If you need perfect powder, you'll have perfect powder. If you need perfect sunshine, if you need perfect wind, if you need perfect birds. When you're birding, you want to add another to your life list on Merlin, it's going to happen for you all year long. So here we go. Watch this. 10,000 is bid, now 20,000 right here. Now 30,000, 40,000 bid, now 50,000, 60. Now 70, 80, 90, this is cards up, we're taking your picture. I promise it doesn't cost you any money. This is just practice. 200,000 is bid there, now 300,000, 400, 500,000. Will someone just go to $1 million? Right there with enthusiasm, sold $1 million, bidder 329, congratulations. I can see you folded your bid card into some sort of fancy origami, but unfolded it for the picture, thank you. All right, we are ready, everybody. Let's hit the music for auction item number 1.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do.
I am so in love with this picture.
It's beautiful. Item number 1, a signed and framed print of Art Wolf's Star Trails over Mount Everest in Tibet. Isn't it beautiful? Art Wolf is the world-renowned wildlife, nature, and culture photographer who hails from right here in Seattle. And he was also our 2025 Adventure with Purpose Award honoree. The image captures Everest North Face in 1984 and was taken when he was on the Ultima Thule expedition attempting the ascent from Tibet. Shot on Kodachrome 64, the image is a double exposure on a single piece of film and represents an exceptional moment in time for American mountaineering and landscape photography. The image is signed by Art and has been custom framed with museum quality glass by Frame Central Wallingford. Fred, take it away.
Plus, this marks the 25th anniversary of our 2026 Adventure with Purpose Award honoree, Eric Weinmayer's historic summit of Mount Everest in 2001. This package also comes with a signature plaque by Eric, too. The package also comes with books by Art Wolf and Eric as well. So, friends, this is your opportunity. Incredible item could be yours. What a fun way to support the Mountaineers, because you've got to see this every day. Start me off at $1,000, everyone, and you'll get us kicking off. 1,000 is bid right here now. 1,500 takes the lead now. 2,000. Hold those cards up high so I can see them. 1,500's in the lead. Got to bid 2,000. 2,000, number 140. Thank you. Now 2,500. $2,500. 2,500 right there. Thank you. Now 3,000. $3,000. 3,000 is bid right next to you now. 3,500. $3,500. You can outbid your friends. It's for a good cause. 3,500. I've got 3,000 there. How about 3,250? I'll make it easy. It's our first item. 3,000's in the lead. Do you want to bid $3,250? Look at how stunning that picture is. 3,250, and you get to have a story every time your friends come over and say, "Where'd you get that?" 3,250 is what we need. I've got 3,000 in the lead there at table 30, asking $3,250, everyone, on our first auction item. $3,250 going once. I've got 3,000 that way. You've got to bid 3,000. 3,250 right up front. Thank you. Back to you at 3,500. You're both out. 3,500 is bid. Up front, it's your turn at 3,750. 3,750 is bid. Back to you at 4,000. $4,000. You almost had this hanging in your home. $4,000, it's your turn. $4,000. Otherwise, you're going to have to go to his house to see your picture. $4,000. He says, no, he's got to come to my house. 4,000 is bid. Now 4,250. $4,250. I've got 4,000. Would you like to bid $4,250? Going, 4,250 is bid. Now 4,500. 4,500, I'm looking your way. $4,500 going once. 4,500 going twice. Last chance to bid 4,500. Thank you over there. Everyone who bids helps. Thank you. Sold, $4,250. You got it. Bidder number, hold that bid card up high at $4,250. Roger, what's that bid number there at $4,250? Hold on, bid spotters, you can have them hold it up. There we go. What's that bid number? Number 350. Number 350. Congratulations. All right, thank you so much. Let's hit the music for auction item number 2.
It's deep, eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our
Take a look at the stage.
Up next, a brand new item. Item number 2, claim your VIP spot on the 2026 Dixathon Team Mountaineers. Dixathon is a wonderfully ridiculous Seattle tradition where participants run a full, half, or victory lap to area Dick's drive-ins and eat along the way, all for a great cause. Proceeds support the Mountaineers Scholarship Fund, the Washington National Parks Fund, and area search and rescue groups in honor of dedicated Mountaineers member Ian Cox, who passed away in 2022. Ian's parents, Duncan and Marla Cox, are with us tonight, along with others from the Dixathon community. Thank you for carrying Ian's legacy forward. And this package gives you the full VIP experience on Team Mountaineers for Dixathon October 17th. Check your calendars. You'll receive vintage Dixathon swag, Dick's Bucks so you can train, raffle tickets and drink tickets for the post-race beer garden, and a ticket to the Seattle premiere of the Dixathon documentary at SIF, and that's just in a few weeks, next month. You'll also get race registration for the distance of your choice, your t-shirt, bib, and a one-of-a-kind Mountaineers swag item. Fred, item number 2.
And again, there are different distances, but no matter what, you're gonna have so much fun. This just in, by the way, if you see somebody holding up their bid card, this just in, winners tonight, you get a milkshake from Dick's delivered right to you at your table.
Nice, and I'll deliver.
That's right. So, friends, we have only 5 VIP spots left. That's it. You don't have to run together. You can all run different lengths if you want, but there are only 5 spots left. You're gonna have some fun. So here's what I wanna know. We'll do a quick poll of the room. Raise your bid card if you want one of the 5 final spots for $1. How about if it was $1? Everyone should hold up your bid card. Keep them up. Keep them up if you want one of the 5 final spots for $1. Now keep it up. Don't put them down because we're going to play a game called Bid Card Chicken. I'm going to keep increasing the price from $1 until only 5 remain. So watch this. $2. See now, nobody should quit yet. Again, there are the milkshakes waiting to be delivered to you. How about $100? Now, that's a no-brainer. There's only 5 spots left. Keep those cards up high. How about $200 for one of the 5 final spots? How about $300 for one of the 5 final spots? Now, look, there's still way too many. Don't lose Bid Card Chicken. You've got a milkshake on the line. How about $400 and you can join the Mountaineers team? Plus, you get to go to Dick's and train in advance. How about $500 to join the Mountaineers team? We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 remaining. How about $550? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep those cards up high. How about $600? All right, you're out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's it. Hold those cards up really high. At $600, let me read out your bid numbers. Bidder number 297 and 303 right here. Bidder number 393 right here. Bidder number 122 right here. And hold up that bid card there. Bidder number 233 right there. All at $600. That's $3,000. And here come the milkshakes. Congratulations, amazing. All right. Let's hit the music for auction item number 3.
Tu veux ou tu veux pas? Tu veux, c'est bien. Si tu veux pas, tant pis. Si tu veux pas, j'en ferai pas une maladie. Oui, mais voilà, réponds-moi non ou bien oui. C'est comme ça.
All right, item 3, backed by popular demand, our adventure awaits in the heart of the French Alps package. Breathtaking scenery, unforgettable memories await you in the picturesque alpine town of Chamonix, France. How great is that? Nestled in the French Alps at the base of Mont Blanc, this beautiful family home will be yours to enjoy for 8 nights. 2-bedroom home. It can accommodate up to 6 guests. It's equipped with a full kitchen. Come home to a library of adventure, inspiring books, and nestle up beside a cozy fireplace. The winter season holds world-class skiing, ice climbing, snowshoeing. Summer months uncover trail runners' paradise with an endless trail system just outside your front door. Fred.
This is absolutely amazing. And again, everybody, please take a look at the pictures up on the screen. You can see them on the small screens. If you want to really be inspired, turn your head and look at that big screen right there, everybody. So, absolutely incredible opportunity in Chamonix. Adventure bounds year-round. So, a big thank you, big round of applause to Emily Mabbitt and Edward Monrad for putting this together. Thank you so much, Emily and Edward. All right. Mesdames et messieurs, this is your opportunity to head to Chamonix. Start me off, if you will, at $2,000 now. $2,000 is bid, now $2,500. $2,500 here, now $3,000 takes the lead, now $3,500 right here. Now, how about $4,000? $4,000 right in front of me, $4,500 in the very front. Thank you, now $5,000. I've got $4,500 in the very front. $5,000 takes the lead this way. Now $5,500. $5,500, I got $5,000 here. How about $5,250? I'll make it easy. $5,000's in the lead. $5,250 is bid right here. Now $5,500. $5,500 is bid. Thank you. Now $5,750. $5,750. You're in the lead at $5,500. Asking $5,750, and you're heading to Chamonix. $5,750 is bid right here. There's a new sheriff in town. Now $6,000 is bid. Is it the milkshake? Is that what made you bid? $6,000 is bid, now $6,250. He's drinking a milkshake and bidding at the same time. $6,000 is in the lead, asking $6,250. $6,250 is bid, now $6,500. Hold on. They're saying we could sell two. You're at $6,250. Will you just match him? She says, I'll do it. So, at $6,250, turn that card over if you would again. Number 139 takes one at $6,250.
Thank you, Anandi.
And $6,250. And number 393 also.
Thank you, Joshua Rowe.
Amazing. Let's give them a round of applause. Over $12,000 right there. That's incredible. So with that, let's hit the music for auction item number 4.
Up next, a very special experience. Item 4, a guided 3-day climb of Mount Tahoma, also known as Mount Rainier, with Alpine Ascents International. Bid on the adventure of a lifetime. You and a guest will join Alpine Ascents International for a fully guided 3-day ascent via the iconic Muir Corridor and Disappointment Cleaver Route, one of North America's most classic alpine climbs. You'll climb as part of a professionally guided team of up to 8 climbers, supported by 4 expert guides. That 2-to-1 climber to guide ratio means individualized instruction. You'll get strong support on summit day, and the high level of safety and prep Alpine Ascents is known for. Okay, June, July, and August of this year is sold out. So guess what? You'll receive the first choice of summer 2027 climb dates before registration even opens to the general public, Fred. That's pretty great.
That is incredible. Getting to skip the line and choose your summer date before anybody else. This package also includes a full alpine and mountaineering gear package from Petzl, as well as a 12-week training plan with professional guide Lyra Pirati of Movementum Training. I was looking at her website, by the way, because I also want to do this climb, and she is the real deal. So you're going to be ready to go. You can also take home mountaineering books. We've got Mount Rainier, a climbing guide, so you'll be fully prepared for this once-in-a-lifetime experience. We also have a whole team from Alpine Ascents International here with us tonight. Can we give them a big round of applause? Thank you, Alpine Ascents International. It's a bucket list opportunity. If you've done it once, you want to do it again. If you haven't done it, I'm sure these pictures are getting you ready. So, everybody, start me off, if you will, at $2,000. $2,000, and you're heading up the most iconic mountain in this state. $2,000. $2,000 is bid right there. Now $2,500. $2,500. I've got $2,000 in the lead. You've got to bid $2,500. $2,500. Don't make me outbid you. $2,500 is bid right there. Thank you. Now $3,000. $3,000. $3,000 is bid right here. Now $3,500. Remember, you get to pick the summer date before they go on sale. $3,500 is bid here. Now $4,000. $4,000. right over here. 4,000, thank you. Now 4,500. 4,500, I've got 4,000 right there. Now 4,500 is bid, thank you. Now $5,000. $5,000. 5,000, this is your chance. $5,000, there's 4,500. Asking 5. Look at that picture right over your right shoulder. Picture yourself right there. This is your chance. $5,000 to invest in the Mountaineers and find yourself on Mount Rainier. 5,000 is what we need. I've got 4,500 right there. How about 4,750? 4,750, just $250 more. I've got 4,500 in the lead. Asking $4,750, everyone. 4,750. Alpines Ascents International taking incredible care of you on the mountain. 4,750 and everything you need to get ready. 4,750 up Mount Tahoma, Mount Rainier. Last chance, everyone, to bid $4,750 on this incredible opportunity from our dear friends at Alpine Ascents International. Thank you to all of our bidders. Sold 4,500, number 202. 4,500,
Thank
number
you.
202.
Holly Gadberry, thank you. Have fun.
Amazing. All right, everybody, let's hit the music for our next auction item, number 5.
Yo soy de Jalisco, de Guadalajara, soy tapatío.
All right, item 5, leap into adventure with a cruise for 2 to Mexico. Embark on this 7-night trip in glorious Baja with Uncruise Adventures. You'll depart from La Paz, cruise alongside rugged coastlines, white sand beaches, and crystal clear waters. You can enjoy snorkeling with sea lions and colorful fish, hiking volcanic trails, mule rides with local rancheros, and savoring farm-to-table meals. Uncruise Adventures is known for its family-friendly, small ship adventure destination cruises. Groups don't just cruise, they get out among the wildlife, embrace the wilderness while appreciating Mexico's natural world. Fred.
Yes. And this package comes with 2 LifeStraw 22-ounce filtered water bottles and a copy of Mountaineer's book titled Wild Chorus. Thank you so much, Uncruise, for returning with this amazing package. I was talking to somebody on Wednesday who went on this very cruise.
Fun.
And they're saying it is absolutely
Yeah.
incredible. This is not at all what you see when you're seeing those gigantic cruise ships. This is literally the opposite of that. So thank you, Uncruise. Who's ready to head to Mexico? Again, this is for 2 people. Start me off at $4,000. 4,000 is bid. Now 5,000 there. Now 6,000 here. Now 7,000. I've got 6,000 this way. You've got to bid 7,000. $7,000. 7,000. Again, I've got 6,000 in the lead. Asking 7. Are you bidding up front? 7,000. I've got 6,000 right here. You've got to bid $7,000. This is valued at over 14,000. 7,000 is bid right there. Now $8,000, valued at over $14,000. 8,000 is bid right there. Now $9,000. $9,000 on this $14,000 cruise. Asking 9. I've got 8,000 in the lead. You've got to bid $9,000 on a $14,000 cruise. 8,000's in the lead. How about 8,500? I'll make it easy. $8,500 is what we need. $8,500. 8,500. Again, this is for 2 people, remember. This is for 2 people. Asking $8,500. I've got 8,000 in the lead. You've got to bid $8,500. $8,500. Remember, that's only $4,250 a person. Asking 80. Hold on, I'm coming out here. Again, I've got 8,000 in the lead, asking $8,500. 8,500, yes. Peter Arnold is saying this is a local Seattle company. They've also gone on an uncruise trip. Fantastic company, fantastic people. As my friend on Wednesday was saying, these are our people. You might go on another cruise and think, these aren't my people. This cruise is your people. 8,000 in the lead, asking $8,500 on a $14,000 7-night trip. Meals, it's all, you're gonna be dialed in. 8,000 in the lead, asking $8,500, going once on a $14,000 cruise. Don't let this opportunity slip away. 8,000 in the lead, asking $8,500 twice. Last chance, everyone, to bid $8,500 on a $14,000 stunning cruise for 2 people. Sold $8,000. You got it over this way. Hold up your bid card. Where's my $8,000 bidder? There, right over there. Thank you. Bidder number 447 at $8,000. Number 447 at $8,000.
Brian Urquidez, thank you.
Congratulations,
Have fun.
Brian. That is going to be such an amazing time. I'm
Yeah.
very jealous. I love Uncruise. All right, everybody, let's hit the music for item number 6.
I want to get away. I wanna fly away. Yeah.
All right, item 6, 2 United Polaris business class tickets anywhere in the world United flies. If you've always wanted to treat yourself to a little bit of luxury, well, right now's your chance. These tickets will give you the ultimate comfort and convenience as you travel to your next adventure. From lounge to landing, United Polaris offers elevated quality and service for every aspect of your travel. Escape to the warm beaches of Tahiti, trek through the Tour de Mont Blanc in the French Alps, or explore the sights and sounds of Sydney, Australia. That's right, Patagonia, New Zealand, Singapore, Cape Town. The sky's the limit. Wherever you go, be sure to take along your travel waste packs, thanks to REI Co-op.
Yes, again, thank you so much, Barney Harford and Beth Birnbaum, for this incredible donation. Thank you for being here. We're very, very grateful. And again, thank you to Mountaineers Books as well, REI Co-op, and United Airlines. Friends, these are valued at up to $30,000, depending on where and when you're traveling. Valued at up to $30,000. Who'll start me off at $10,000? For $30,000 tickets, and here we go. $10,000 is bid right here. Now $11,000. I've got $10,000 in the lead. $11,000 up front. Now $12,000 here. Now $13,000. Now $14,000. The bid card's not going down. Now $15,000. I like he's daring you to keep bidding. $15,000 is bid. Now $16,000 is bid. Now $17,000. He's not quitting. $17,000. I've got $16,000 in the lead. You've got to bid $17,000. $17,000. 16 right here, asking 17. Do you want to name your price? You can just name a price if you want. 16 right here, asking 17,000 up front. They're talking it over. I like luxury. Do you like luxury? Where would we go? Let's plan. 16,000 right here, asking $17,000. $17,000 going once. I've got 16 in the lead right here. You've got to bid 17,000 going twice. Valued at up to $30,000. Last chance, everyone, to bid $17,000. Thank you. Sold $16,000. Number 469. For $16,000.
Hunter Wessels, thank you.
Amazing.
Wow,
Thank
I
you
wonder
so
where
much.
they'll go.
I can't wait to hear.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. How about a big round of applause for all of our bidders
Yay.
and donors?
Thank you.
Amazing. We're going to hold service now. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you to our team. Can we give a round of applause again for our team who has taken care of us tonight? We're going to hold service right now. So friends, this is the most important part of our time together. This is the reason why we're here. It's about more than getting outside. So if you would, this will be the second time we quiet everyone down. Turn to the person next to you, just say, shh. Again, we're gonna hold service, so thank you, Caspers, we're holding service. Tonight is about more than getting outside. It's about opening the outdoors to people through scholarships and through education, through leadership books, through community, It's about making sure more people can safely explore and grow and belong and become stewards of the natural world. So again, if you would hold your conversation, Michelle, I give the stage to you.
And you are about to hear from someone who lives that impact. Dr. R. Dennis Eller is an educator with the Federal Way Public Schools, a veteran, an AMGA certified guide, a rescue technician with Tacoma Mountain Rescue, a federally recognized member of the Cherokee Nation, and a Mountaineers member since 2017.
Incredible. Dennis is passionate about expanding access to the outdoors. He actively promotes diversity and inclusion within the outdoors organization that he works with, including advocating for the recruitment and training of Native American guides and leaders and educators. He's helping build a future where more people are supported by mentors, guided by role models, and empowered to find their own path outside. So everyone, please join us in welcoming our dear friend and community member to the stage, Dr. R. Dennis Eller.
Hey, thank you for that. You guys made me look really cool there for a second, so appreciate that. Hello, I'm incredibly honored and excited to be here speaking with you tonight on the shoulders of 120 years of Mountaineers advocacy. When I was a child in Oklahoma, we lived on my family's 100-acre farm. The outdoors was not only my playground, but our way of life. We raised cattle and horses, and I was allowed to go off and adventure anywhere I wanted. That time created the foundational attachment to the outdoors. It was a place not only of learning and education, but more importantly, it was a connection to all of my ancestors who had walked that same ground before me. Then my family moved to Washington State from our reservation in Oklahoma. When we arrived, we wanted to do everything that you can do in the outdoors here in the Pacific Northwest, because we felt that was how we would become more connected to our new community. In our first adventures in the Blue Mountains, we quickly realized what real mountains look like, and that our mountains back home in Oklahoma were just hills with some cool names. We went backcountry camping and hiking, and then we took up skiing when I was 5. And on a side note, I didn't learn how to turn on skis until I was 8, and I didn't get ski poles until I was 10. Looking back on it, it must have been a sight to see. Screaming down the mountain at high speed, not turning, with my Sesame Street Big Bird hat blowing in the wind. Before all of our willingness to do these activities, we didn't exactly have the know-how. It wasn't until I was able to start taking mountaineering classes and reading The Freedom of the Hills by the Mountaineers that I realized how much in those early days we didn't know. There was a time that I thought it was perfectly normal just to tie a rope around a random rock and then to your waist while you slept in your sleeping bag on the side of a cliff. And as an instructor once told me, that's a technique, but not the most preferred one. One of the most significant aspects of life in the outdoors is its ability to foster personal growth. Being outdoors offers a unique opportunity for individuals to develop a deep connection with nature. Jim Whittaker once said, "I think people learn the most when they're out of their comfort zone." Being out there on the edge with everything at risk is where you learn and grow the most. As Jim described, amongst the rugged landscapes, unpredictable weather, physical demands of the outdoor activities is a fertile ground for the acquisition of essential life skills and instills a desire to protect and preserve the natural world through environmental conservation and advocacy. I recognize that I am incredibly lucky to live here in the Pacific Northwest. I feel fortunate to be able to consistently climb mountains like Rainier, Adams, St. Helens, Baker, and others. As a member of the Tacoma Mountain Rescue Unit, I not only get to help people who get into trouble in these exceptional outdoor environments, but I also teach classes on outdoor and medical skills to help keep them safe. On an ascent of Rainier, I remember standing above the Ingraham Ice Falls and watching the sunrise create a pyramid shadow cast towards my home in Steilacoom. As I stood there, I realized that while I was only a handful of people lucky enough to witness it, I stood on the shoulders of thousands of others who had come before me, following in their boot paths. I was overcome by a feeling that not only do I need to protect this space, but also find a way to help others experience a moment like that. I began to realize our broader outdoor community lacked representation from my own Native American community. I started speaking at conferences about the barriers that Native Americans face, not only in gaining access to the outdoors, but also in the possibilities for academic success. This is important because it's not enough to know the what, but we have to know the why so that we can disrupt the system of disproportionality in representation. Yeah, let's celebrate that. This work not only allowed me to gain access to a broader community, to build awareness, but to gain partners in various school districts and nonprofit organizations. These partnerships have led to the creation of several Native American community groups and have helped create access points to the outdoors. Within Mountain Rescue, I've worked to modernize our training programs by updating our instructional pedagogy. This effort made our training more fluid and valuable, leading to partnerships with Mount Rainier National Park. Due to these efforts, I was lucky enough to be part of the first group of mountain rescuers who were selected to attend the base medical instructor program. Becoming an instructor has allowed me to teach wilderness emergency medicine to a greater audience than our mountain rescue members. I've been lucky enough to instruct students from One Step at a Time, Crystal Mountain Ski Resort, but more importantly, the mountaineers themselves. These classes help the outdoors remain a safe environment and allow our members to know that if things do happen, they have the skills to help others and potentially save a life. All this charted with my childhood experiences, and then, of course, taking my first belaying class with the Mountaineers. When I first started learning outdoor skills, I was granted a scholarship for the Mountaineer courses. Through the Mountaineers, I had access to opportunities I know I would not have had if I had not joined. This organization has provided me with courses to build my skills, companionship with like-minded people who not only enhanced my skills, but gave me the opportunities to share my culture and background experience with them. And most importantly, the Mountaineers have given me a voice. A scholarship opened that door for me. With that opportunity, my path to leadership, rescue, teaching, and service may have looked very different. Tonight, you can do that for someone else. You can help the next young person, the next student, the next aspiring climber, the next future leader gain the skills, confidence, and sense of belonging that can change a life. And you can help make the outdoors not only protected, but truly accessible to people who have too often been left out of it. Maybe tonight, you will be one of those supports that helps someone learn that tying themselves to a rock with a square knot around their waist while they sleep may not be the best technique. Your contributions have already allowed many people to gain the skills, knowledge, and safely navigate our great Pacific Northwest outdoor spaces. When you give tonight, you help more people not only learn in the outdoors, but truly access it, belong in it, and someday lead in it. You help the Mountaineers live out its mission to help people explore, learn, conserve, and enjoy the lands and waters of Pacific Northwest and beyond. And to make sure that mission reaches more people more deeply for generations to come. Thank you, and have a great evening.
Well, thank you, Dennis. Friends, you just heard that is the power of one scholarship, one mentor, one chance to discover not only what is possible in the outdoors, but what is possible in yourself. And tonight, as you heard, you have the opportunity to create that opportunity for someone else. You can help more people gain access, build confidence, learn skills and belonging, and become the next generation of outdoor leaders and stewards. So now is the time for us to step forward together. Our top level is $25,000. To start us off, we want to say thank you to bid number 711. That's Ed Monrad and Emily Mavitt, kicking things off at $25,000. Is there anyone who would like to join them at $25,000? And here we go, number 178. Thank you to Martha, Rich Draves, our co-chairs for the evening. Thank you, Martha. Is there anyone else who would like to join us at $25,000? Hold your paddle proudly. Michelle, I'd like to remind people if everyone gives 25, we can skip all the other levels.
Let's do
Save
it.
so much time, you know? How about a big round of applause for our two
Thank you.
$25,000 supporters? Our next level is $10,000. Of course, if you're like, wait, I want to give 15, you can give it more than one level. You do the math. Is there anyone here who would like to join us at 10,000? And here we go, number 311. Michelle, that's David that we're thanking. Thank you so much, David. Also, I want to say we have another donation from bidder number 700. That's longtime member Heidi Renz. Thank you so much. Also at $10,000, number 233. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Barney Harford.
Anyone else at $10,000? Yes, how about a round of applause for our three $10,000 supporters?
Thank you.
Our next level is $5,000, and starting us off, we have bid number 715. Bren and Ryan, thank you for your leadership. Starting us off, Bren, one of our dedicated members of our advisory council, board of directors, advocacy committee, Bren and Ryan. We also have another $5,000 donation, bidder number 714, Lee and Twala. Thank you also for your generosity.
Wonderful.
Now I know we have a lot of people in this room who would like to join us at $5,000. And here we go, bidder number 101 starts us off, Michelle.
Thank you, Peter Ackroyd.
Bidder number 379, thank you for your leadership.
Thank you, Miss Lyndon Rhodes.
Bidder number 141, thank you so much.
Kristen Bunce, thank you.
Bidder number 449, thank you.
Thank you, Matt Untendela.
Hey, look at this. Bidder number 454, it's our CEO, Tom Vogel, everybody.
Right on.
Here's your chance to donate alongside Tom. Bidder number 330, that's our co-chair.
Roger Mellum, thank you.
Bidder number 394, thank you so much for your generosity.
Patty Ryan, thank you.
Bidder number 242, right next to Patty.
Thank you, Peter and Nancy.
Amazing. Bidder number 362, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ramki Pichura.
Right up front, bidder number 148, thank you.
Thank you, Corey Carlson.
Over here, number 161, thank you so much.
Thank you, Stephanie Collett.
I think everyone wants to give 5,000.
Yeah.
Bidder number 396, thank you so much.
Thank you, Vic Sani.
Bidder number 365, thank you so much.
All right, Manisha Pawar, thank you.
Bidder number 228, giving from the back, thank you.
Jeffrey Hancock and Virginia Felton, thank you.
Amazing. Bidder number 279, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ty and Tanya King.
TJ, thank you so much.
TJ.
TJ and Tanya,
TJ.
thank you. You can give him a nickname, that's fine.
Yeah, Ty.
Yeah.
It's Ty now.
Anyone from now on, next
Yeah.
year too.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to join us at $5,000? That was incredible generosity.
Thank you.
Yeah, big round of applause for our $5,000 supporters. All right, $2,500 is our next level, and I love that we have all these people who couldn't be here who are still donating. So thank you so far. Bidder number 709, Roger and Pamela are starting us off right here. Thank you to bid number 709, starting us off, Roger and Pamela. Bidder number 710, Steve and Colleen, thank you for your generosity. Bidder 713, Martinique and Elliot, thank you so much. And bidder number 701, that's a member of our board of directors right there, Mark Walters. Who will join them at $2,500? And look at all of these bid cards. Wow. Number 291 starts us off so generous.
Thank you, Tom Kundig.
Number 393.
Thank you, Joshua Rowe.
Number 106.
Peter Admington, thank you.
Number 430, thank you.
Thank you, Steve Swenson.
Speaking of legends, number 101.
All right, Peter Ackroyd again.
Number 107.
Thank you, April.
Number 300, thank you.
Thank you, Jeff Lawrence.
Number 466, thank you.
Pat Wheeler, thank you.
Number 481, thank you.
Brian Young.
Number 143 keeps it going.
And thank you, John Byram.
Number 260, thank you.
Eric Jensen, thank
Number
you.
159, amazing.
Thank you, Peter Clifford Rao.
Number 154.
Serene Chen, thank you.
Number 334.
Thank you, Prady Misra.
Number 318.
Thank you, Christine Martin.
Number 131.
Alex and Wendy Bogard, thank you.
Number 295.
All right, 295, Jake Larson, thanks.
Number 423.
And thank you to Judy Sterry.
Number 198 also raises a bid card.
Yeah, Neil Fisk, thank you.
Anyone else want to join us at $2,500? Wow. How about a big round of applause for our $2,500
you.
supporters? All right, so next level, $1,000. At $1,000, remember, you become a Peak Society member. You get great benefits all year round. We're going to put your name up on the screen, so we want to say pre-committed gifts include bid number 703. Thank you so much for starting us off. Bidder number 703. Bidder 704. Thank you. Bidder 705. Thank you. Bidder 706. Thank you. Bidder 707. Thank you. Bidder 712. Thank you. That's already $6,000 and we're still going. Number 210. Thank you for your generosity. We're putting all your names on the screen. Number 331, number 167, number 146, number 226, number 464, number 234, thank you. Number 420, thank you. Number 339, taking a picture of the name on the screen. Did you get it? I want to hold. Okay, good. Number 149, I'm laughing at my own joke. Number 441. Number 458. Number 252. Number 191. Number 318. Number 304. And by the way, you can take your picture on the screen. Just tag the Mountaineers. Number 112. Number 137. Numbers 264. Turn that towards me a little bit. There we go. Number 163. Thank you. Number 366. Number 103. Thank you to everyone with a bid card up. Number 288. Number 450. Thank you. Number 326. Number 120. Number 446. Thank you. Number 473. Amazing. Number 443, number 355, number 157, thank you so much. Number 467, number 209, snap. Number 201, number 135, number 463. I love that we're still going. Number 424. Thank you so much. Number 197, number 364, number 469, number 350. Also, number 145, thank you. Anyone else want to join us at 1,000? Yes, number 336. Anyone else want to join us at $1,000 right here? That was a lot. I'm looking at these. The hands are cramping. That's a good sign. Anyone else? How about a big, oh yes, number 168 says, wait, don't forget about me at $1,000. Thank you. Anyone else want to give 1,000 and also get a private round of applause? How about a round of applause for everybody who raised their bid card at 1,000? That's incredible. $500 is our next level. Remember, when you give, you create meaningful outdoor experiences to ensure healthy, active communities and a future for conservation. Also, at $500, you become a Ridgeline member. So let's see if we can get 40 bid cards up at this level. Let's see if we can make it happen. Starting us off, number 701, thank you. Number 702, thank you. Number 122, amazing. Number 274. Number 276. Number 324. Number 347. Number 423. Number 146. Number 193. All of these generous supporters at $500. Number 390. Everyone's pointing at you. Everyone's like, hey, pick Lonnie next. Number 318. Number 216. Number 112. Number 328. Number 320. Number 323. Number 297, sitting with 4 milkshakes in front. I'm very, remind me to sit at your table. Number 405. Number 439. Number 403, thank you. Number 240. Number 223. Number 383. Again, we're putting all your names up on the screen. Thank you. Number 385. Number 359. Number 258. Number 307. Anyone else here at $500? Just over $1 a day, literally just over $1 a day. Number 413, thank you. Anyone else want to join us at $500? This work is important, it's urgent. Anyone else want to join us? How about a big round of applause for our $500 supporters? Our next level is $250. Who can raise a bid card at $250? And here we go. Number 267, thank you for your generosity. Thank you for starting us off right there. Bidder number 267. I'm gonna let the names populate. There we go. Number 303, thank you. Number 266. Number 419, thank you both. Number 109, and I got you right there. I already got you. Thank you. Number, unless you want to give again. Number 314. Number 220. Number 214. Number 4. See, you should applaud when people at your table give. I like that. Number 490, thank you. Number 155. Number 284, thank you. Number 400, number 280, number 333, number 104, number 190, thank you both. Number 246, amazing. Number 244, thank you. Number 146, right up front. Number 470, number 457, number 338, thank you. Number 384, number 318, number 422, thank you. Anyone else want to join us at $250? Wow, how about a round of applause for our $250 supporters? Our last level tonight is $100. Tonight is all about adventure with purpose, so let's dig deep for this community during our last giving level. Thank you to bidder number 388 for starting us off. Thank you. Joining Craig, I see bidder number 397, number 351, number 491, number 496, number 354, thank you, number 408, I got you right there, number 196, number 199, number 164, number 512, number 493, number 152, number 374, number 453, number 318, number 471, number 332, gotcha, number 182, thank you. I like Donna just waving it back and forth like we're at a rock concert. Thank you, Donna. Number 380, number 138, number 165, thank you, number 434, number 123, number 218, number 459, all of these generous supporters at $100, number 136, thank you. Anyone else want to join us either for the first time or second time at $100? How about a big round of applause for everybody who raised a bid card tonight? Thank you so much. A quick reminder, if you work for a company that will match your charitable giving, please make sure you take advantage of your corporate matching this week so you can double your impact. All right, Michelle, it is time to go to the main stage and give away an award.
It certainly is time to give away an award, a very special award. It's time for our Adventure with Purpose Award presentation. Here tonight to kick us off is Piolet d'Or winning alpinist, leading climate and civic organizer, award-winning Mountaineers books author, filmmaker, and member of the Mountaineers Board of Directors. Please welcome to the stage Graham Zimmerman. Graham.
I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Been waiting on this for a while now.
That was quite an intro. Hey everybody, I am Graham Zimmerman. As was shared earlier, I'm a professional alpinist, and it is my honor to serve on the board of directors of the Mountaineers. So it is fair to say that I have spent a lot of time in the mountains. And one thing they've taught me is that doing hard things changes you, and it opens something up. And some people take what they find out there at the edge of what they are capable of and bring it back, and they leverage it into something larger than themselves and use it to make the world a better place. And that is what the Adventure with Purpose Award is all about. It's the Mountaineers' highest honor, and it recognizes people who don't just pursue remarkable feats, but who take those feats and leverage them into the work that our community and world need. People who lead innovation in outdoor education, who build community, who advocate for the natural world, and who inspire the rest of us to show up more fully in the outdoors. So Erik Weihenmayer has done things that are hard for most of us to imagine. That is, I think, like a pretty amazing understatement. And what moves me truly is not just the summits or the river miles, is that he didn't stop there. He took everything that the mountains gave him and turned it into a door, and then he held it open for everyone else. His work with No Barriers USA has helped thousands of people across every kind of obstacle get outside and live a life without limits. And that is adventure with purpose. Please join me in congratulating Erik Weihenmayer, our 2026 Adventure with Purpose Award honoree.
Thank you, Graham.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. This is amazing to be in this community of the Mountaineers and with like so many incredible people like Graham and like Steve Swenson and the Whitaker family and the governor of Washington. I mean, it's just amazing. Thank you so much. And really important to me, a good friend of mine who came tonight, my friend Craig Van Hoy, who, when I was trying to get into the mountains, I was just a rock climber in Arizona. I was part of the Arizona Mountaineering Club, and I loved it, but there wasn't much snow in Arizona. And I wasn't going to learn how to climb big mountains. So I reached out to some guides, and a lot of them said, I'm not taking a blind guy up a mountain. But Craig Van Hoy said yes, and took me under his wing and taught me how to do crevasse rescues and travel on a rope and be safe in the mountains and self-arrests and all that stuff. And it was really awesome. So thank you, Craig, for being here tonight. Everyone can point to someone who is a door opener. Everyone here can point to someone who's a door opener who changed your life. And so, Craig, you were that for me, and you're a great mentor, and I'm so grateful. So thank you. There he is. I heard him. Yeah. I'm really honored. I just got back from a really exciting, fun trip. I was in Ecuador. Many of you have probably been there, climbing Cotopaxi, 19,500 feet. But the goal for me wasn't to climb Cotopaxi. It was to help my friend Sebastian get there. Sebastian lives in Quito. He's a quadriplegic. He can partly move his arms. And when he had his accident, he was in such a dark place, because he worried, like, how is he going to teach his beautiful little girls how to climb and how to camp and how to ride a bike, and how is he going to make a living? And he was in such a dark place. And a friend of his loaned him a hand cycle, which is a hard thing in Quito, Ecuador. And he trained, and he crossed the finish line on a little race. And at the finish line, people were cheering and clapping and hugging and crying. And he realized that he wanted to live, that he could adapt into this new life, this new mindset. And he told me that he had been holding on to these feelings of pain and shame and blame, and he had held them in like a vault. And he said over time, slowly over time, those old feelings began to be replaced by these new feelings, these feelings of acceptance, of forgiveness, of gratitude. And they were so abundant, they could not be held in. They could not be contained by that vault. He said that they began to flow from him like a river from his soul. And to celebrate that new life, he wanted to climb Cotopaxi. And so he doesn't have a lot of money, but he's resourceful and he's got great friends. And so his friend have a warehouse, like a shed, and they welded a sled out of tubular metal. And it has mountain bike tires. And so we wheel him to the base of the glacier, and then we take the mountain bike tires off, and we put skis on. And then his friends run up the mountain with a rope, and they pound in a picket, and they attach the rope, and mounted on this sled is a boat winch, literally a boat winch. And he cranks his way up the rope, pitch by pitch by pitch by pitch, with about 15 of us around him, spotting and pushing and pulling, making sure he doesn't flip over backwards or sideways. And it was 3 days of incredibly hard work when we got to this little flat spot beneath the summit. And his friend went out and pounded the snow into like a nice runway and spun Sebastian around. Don't knock this off. He spun Sebastian around, and he pushed him off the mountain. and he was never seen again. No, he's perfectly safe. He's awesome. So that's Sebastian. Earlier in my career, I had this incredibly unique adventure. I was climbing in the Dolomites, and we picked this beautiful 2,000-foot face, partly because it was sunny and it seemed like the right temperature and the right angle and everything. And I was climbing this face in the Dolomites, and I heard helicopters flying around us. And I said to this team, this Italian team over to the left, I said, what are the helicopters doing? Is there a rescue? They said, no, they're filming the blind man. And I said, nobody even knows I'm here. And we got about 1,000 feet up the face, about halfway. My friend belayed me up onto this ledge, and he said, Eric, you are not going to believe this. There is another blind guy on this ledge. And it's true. It was this guy, Andy Holzer, who was making this documentary. Look at the blind guy climb this massive face in the Dolomites. And then another blind guy just pops right into his film. And so he thought I was sabotaging his film, and he was mad. And so we're 1,000 feet up on a face on a 2-foot wide ledge. And he says, what is the blind man's name? He's from Austria. And I said, Eric. And he said, what is your training regiment? And do you lead climb? And then eventually he said, what is the highest thing you have climbed? And I said, Mount Everest. And he said, oh, the Mount Everest, Eric. And then we're friends, of course. And we climbed the face together, and we about the same level of climbing and the same speed, and we got to the summit, this tiny little summit. And I said, Andy, it's a long way down. There's like a loose gully and everything, and it's getting late. And he said, Eric, I have a surprise for you. I would like you to be a guest in my helicopter. And this helicopter came on, and the skids kind of backed up onto the face and it's bobbing up and down in the wind. He piled into this helicopter, and it dropped out of the sky. And within about a minute and a half, I was drinking a beer in a cow pasture. And I said, Andy, I'll climb with you anytime, as long as you bring the helicopter. And so the next year he called me. He said, Eric, we need to do a climb together. And he said, but this time, no sighted people, only bleens. And so this is our adventure together. Check this out.
More of those rocky steps coming. Searching his own way.
For our big climb together, Andy chose one of his favorites, the Red Tower, a 500-foot rock face in the Austrian Dolomites. This would be a first in history, 2 blind guys climbing totally unsupported.
Hey, Eric, give me your hand.
All right.
Do a good job.
Thank you.
All
you too.
the best for the next 2 hours. Yeah.
We decided to alternate leads. Andy took the first one. He's climbed this route many times.
Heimatland. Eric, you can climb.
Andy offered me to lead the second pitch, the hardest part of the climb. As Andy's guest, I couldn't refuse.
Is it wet?
Being blind, we have to feel for every hand and foothold, and it's a lot easier to get lost.
I found it. Great. Then I lost it.
Then I found it again.
That means you found it 2 times. It's double success.
Leading is the riskiest part of climbing, even for a sighted person. Often you're climbing way above your anchor, and you're looking at a big fall.
I'm at the anchor. Start.
Once we finished the steep climbing, the real challenge began. 100 yards across the plateau to the summit cross.
Okay, it's fixed.
We decided to flake out our rope and drag it behind us so we could find our way back.
Here is it better. To the left or right? I think it's more here to the left because the stone has.
Between us and the summit was a big crevasse that we had to get across. Andy and I have our own techniques for finding our way. He clicks and throws stones. I feel with my trekking pole.
You are on the trail, Eric? I'm just going right. And you go left and I'll... No, I think it's right. Fix here, Hero.
I've climbed, yeah, thank you. I've climbed some harder things and some higher things, but reaching the summit of the Red Tower with Andy Holzer was really special. Plus, he pointed out his house down below. He said if we could see, we'd be looking right at it. And just a few weeks ago, I got back from a beautiful climbing area called Cochimo in Patagonia, northern Patagonia. I was with another door opener in my life, Timmy O'Neill. We were making a film and we're climbing this beautiful tower, but we had to hike up through this incredibly beautiful forest with these Alerce trees. They're 2,000 years old, and then reached this beautiful amphitheater and climbed this 2,000-foot face. It's so special to have such good friends in the mountains. You know, there's a lot of success, right? Like it's easy to talk about all these success stories, but I think what doesn't get talked about enough is the struggle. You know, the struggle of how we get there. And I will tell you, it's been a struggle for me as a blind person to live this life. I call it a no barriers life. First of all, to define what that life means. I think it means something different for each and every human being. And then to push the parameters of what it can mean. And I think the hardest part for me, at least, are those days where you just feel like you are failing it and you are bleeding it. And I think part of the equation of this kind of life is understanding the learning process. This process of growth and change and transformation that we're all a part of, and then trying to dive into that experience and illuminate what that map looks like. What does that map look like that we are trying to build to navigate our lives forward through that very uncertain terrain between base camp and the summit? And for me, way back in 2001, I was embarking on my own map, just struggling to become the first blind person to reach the summit of Mount Everest. As you know, lots of challenges there on Mount Everest, like the Khumbu Icefall, 2,000 feet of jumbled up boulders of every size of ice imaginable. I'm not going to say too much because half the people in this audience have been through the Khumbu Icefall. But I will just say this, it doesn't meet Americans with Disability Act standards. And after 3 months on the mountain, 2.5 months on the mountain, we pushed up to the South Col. We left 13 Westerners, 8 Sherpas, 21 in all, piled out of the tent like clockwork, leaving at 9 o'clock at night. All my friends are complaining because they can't see. And it's like, it's dark out. And I'm like, hey, suck it up. I felt like the fast guy on the team. And that day we reached the summit about 10 in the morning. And instead of having that disaster that so many people said we'd have, we had a world record. We had the most people from one team to reach the summit of Everest in a single day. I think, in a way, my No Barriers journey began on the way down, because as you can imagine, when you're coming down the mountain, you're just trashed. You know, I'd lost 30-something pounds, and my legs were like rubber bands that had been stretched too many times. And I got through the Khumbu Icefall that last time, and I was so happy, so elated, like such great celebration. And then our amazing team leader, Pasquale, he pulled me aside, and I thought he was going to have me sign his baseball cap or something. And instead, he said, Eric, he said, do me a favor. He said, don't let Mount Everest be the greatest thing you ever do. And I said, PV, that's the worst time motivational advice in the history of the world. Like, I want to just go home and drink a latte and have a chocolate croissant and walk on a sidewalk that doesn't kill me. But what he was saying was like, you know, you go home and you put your trophies up on the shelf and you hang your pictures on the wall, and that room becomes your mausoleum. He said, don't look back too much. He said, these experiences aren't, you know, for the publicity, aren't for the billboard in Times Square or the social media or the promotion or make money. These are catalysts for more growth, more learning, more impact in our lives. He said, don't squander it. Don't waste it. Greatest advice anyone ever gave me. And despite what PV said, there was a lot of media. And I did this one interview. This was the most interesting, or at least I should say the most bizarre interview I've ever done. It's gone a bit viral. Check it out.
Right after the break, we're going to interview Eric Weihenmayer, who climbed the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. But he's gay. He's blind. So we'll hear about that from the
Okay, as we head to the break,
yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, not too many people know about your Everest climb, but everyone knows about your gay clip. And I just want to point out that, it's not funny being blind or being gay, but I don't know how the two words look the same on a script, but that's a mystery. I think it's been seen like 18 million times now. So unexpectedly after Everest, I got this phone call from one of my heroes. His name is Mark Wellman. And Mark Wellman is a paraplegic. He's an amazing adventurer. And when he was 26 years old, he was coming down a peak in the Sierra Nevadas, and he fell. He fell about 150 feet. He broke his back. He was paralyzed from the waist down. And he, after a lot of soul searching, decided that he wanted to learn to climb again. And so he went out with his friends, his partners, and they invented this incredible system. His partner goes and anchors the rope. And then Mark developed this pull-up bar. It locks onto the rope with an ascender. He pulls himself up with an ascender connected to his chest harness. He slides up the rope. He pushes the bar up. He pulls himself up. He pushes the bar up. He pulls himself up. He only gets about 6 inches up with each pull-up. He climbed El Capitan. They said he did over 7,000 pull-ups in 8 days. And I was so honored when he called me and he asked me to climb this beautiful tower outside of Moab in Castle Valley called the Ancient Art. It's part of the Fisher Towers. And it was my honor because I got to carry him the whole way in. He's 165 pounds. And so I'm trying to use my trekking poles. I was like an out-of-control video game, you know. He's going left, right, left. But we made it to the face. And Mark said we had a third teammate that was going to climb with us. His name is Hugh Herr. And Hugh, when he was younger, he was a brilliant rock climber, brilliant. And he was impulsive, though, and he was pushing to the top of Mount Washington in the winter in New Hampshire. And he got turned around. He went down the wrong side of the mountain, and when he was rescued, his legs froze and they had to be amputated. And he woke up in the hospital and he looked down at where his feet were supposed to be protruding, and instead the sheets dropped into space, and he wailed from as deep a place as I imagine pain can come from. But he told me, he said one day, he said, Eric, the greatest breakthrough of his life was this day that he looked down at where his legs were supposed to be, and instead of seeing loss, what he saw was a blank canvas. And he was the painter. And in a weird way, he was liberated to build in that space anything his mind could conceive. And he wanted to climb. And so he got to work. And he started testing out these different composite materials and these different shaped feet. And eventually he stumbled on these little door stops that he could wedge into seams no human foot could even stand in. And he got back to climbing, not just a little bit. He was ranked in the top 10 climbers in the country. In fact, there was a climb in Colorado where I live. Nobody could get to the top of this thing. And Hugh flashes it. And somebody says, Hugh, what's your secret? And he said, well, I noticed that there was a hold out of people's reach. So I just made my legs a foot longer. So the three of us climbed this beautiful tower. Now, the best part of the story, yes, he got back to climbing, but the best part of the story, I think, is that with all this reinvention, he realized that he was an inventor. He'd never seen himself in that way before. And he wasn't even a good student. He went back to school, community college. He worked his way through his PhD program in bioengineering. He now runs the biomechatronics laboratory at MIT. He builds the most sophisticated prosthetic legs in the world. And they have bionic knees and ankles that think 1,000 times a second, enabling people to walk for the first time. And better than that, to dance for the very first time. And the three of us, see, on that day, Mark called it an all-GIMP climb, by the way. I didn't say it, he said it. And I was so blown away by these two people. One, I was blown away by their external story. Like, okay, when incredibly bad things happen to us, what are the systems and the strategies and the tools and the technologies that we can implement in our lives to move forward in new ways? But I think more importantly than that, I was fascinated by the internal struggle. What was that inside of us, that light, that soul, that mindset that enables us to be shattered into a million pieces and then come back and rebuild and adapt into this new life of adventure? And I was fascinated by that. And I wanted to know if there was a way to teach it. And so the three of us came together and we started an organization and a movement we call No Barriers. It's predicated on this idea that what's within us is stronger than what's in our way. We help people with challenges, that's most of us in a way, to tap into the light of the human spirit, to break through those personal barriers and build this new mindset of possibility, to build this no barriers life. And we bring together pioneers, climbers and inventors and entrepreneurs and humanitarians, musicians, all there who have lived and bled this no barriers message and would like to show others a glimpse of what that life looks like. And at the end of our programs, we ask people to take what's called a No Barriers pledge, and they are powerful. Like my friend Aaron Hale. Aaron was an EOD specialist in the Army, an explosive ordnance disposal unit technician. And he said that he was proud because he wasn't taking lives, he was saving lives. When everyone else was running from those roadside bombs, he and his team were running towards them. And one day, one of those bombs blew up in his face, and he went blind. And then in the subsequent surgeries to repair his skull, meningitis set in, and he went deaf, blind and deaf. And once he recovered a little bit of his balance, we took him on this No Barriers expedition. We climbed a peak in Peru, and we held our flag proudly. And along the trail, we talked about what his No Barriers life might look like. And he said, you know, Eric, before I was an EOD technician, I was a baker. I was a cook in the Army. He said, I love cooking. I love baking. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. He said, I want to start a business. I want to call it EOD Fudge. I said, that's a terrible name, Aaron. That's a horrible, horrible name. He said, no, not Explosive Ordnance Disposal Unit Fudge. He said, EOD Fudge, Extraordinary Delights. Alchemy in the making. And his tagline is cooking without looking. And he married someone, really great woman, and he has 3 beautiful kids, and he has no barriers every single day. Thank you. And my friend Melissa Simpson took a pledge. She lives up in Leadville, Colorado, 10,000 feet. She was born with cerebral palsy. She can't drive. It's hard for her to work. It's hard for her to even leave her room. She has no support system except for her mama. And she said, after taking a part in a bunch of our No Barriers programs, she got really excited. And she looked out the window and she said, I want to climb one of those incredible mountains that I see from my window. This is Melissa's story.
It took me some time to get my feet to sleep. I was born weighing in at 1 pound 15 ounces, which caused me to have cerebral palsy.
Well, if we get to the summit, or no matter how high we get, I want her to be proud because that's her high point. That's her high point today. Doesn't mean it's her high point tomorrow. Tomorrow may be different.
And I might be dreaming big right now, but you gotta dream big. You gotta tackle your goals.
We're at the veritable fork in the road that we always think about and we read about, but we're gonna have to pick which side we go. There's the hard way, and then there's the harder way.
I'm ready to take the harder path.
Yo, that's our girl. This conversation is done. That's what we wanted to hear.
Well, could we just give like 5 minutes of the motivational talk just for, the cameras?
I'm afraid of being judged, but I know these people don't judge me. They accept me.
I think if you want to reach really far and go really far in your life, you gotta rely on people. It doesn't matter whether you have a disability or not. The point isn't like total independence. I did this all myself. I think the deeper thing is to say, we're gonna do this together. We'll support you and how you might need help. And we'll feel that connection at the top.
10 years ago, I felt excluded, pushed to the sidelines, and now I don't feel lost anymore.
Summit! It has been a great life of adventure and purpose. Thank you so much. Keep reaching, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi.
Keep it going for Eric, everybody. So incredible. Well, friends, I'm sure we're all incredibly inspired by that.
Absolutely.
Before we go, we want to find out, or announce rather, how much we have raised. So,
Drum roll.
yes, everyone, a little drum roll is always good.
Oh, thank you. Audience participation.
Exactly.
Again.
Friends, your generosity tonight, we raised over $500,000, over $519,000 tonight. That is incredible. Over 519,000 and climbing. That will continue to climb, of course, with all of you who have corporate matching. Please make sure that happens. Michelle, now what?
Oh, now it's not, the fun isn't over. It's time to head to the after party. Who's ready? And before, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Before you go, save the date for next year's event, April 24th, 2027. How is next year 2027?
I don't
already?
know.
I don't know.
Cheating.
We'll see you back here at Fremont Studios exactly 1 year from tonight. Before we wrap up tonight, we have one more opportunity to share with you. As a thank you for being part of the Mountaineers Gala, our friends at Seattle Reign FC, get this, have generously offered each of you the chance to attend their home opener tomorrow at Lumen Field. What else are we all going to do, right?
Yeah,
This is great.
exactly.
Kickoff 5 p.m. on the pitch. Thanks to the board of directors, Aaron Vagley, for this offer. Please see Aaron and team at checkout to claim your tickets if you can go tomorrow at 5.
And if you haven't been to one of their games, I go to a lot.
great,
It is
yeah.
so much fun. So, friends, my name is Fred Northup Jr. This is Michelle Millman. On behalf of the Mountaineers, thank you for your incredible support. Thank you all for all that you're doing. Michelle?
And if you want an auction item tonight, please remember to stop by and pick it up at checkout. And as a special gift, just because, please take home a beautiful centerpiece if you would like tonight. They're beautiful. Say hello to the folks at checkout if you have special notes about your giving.
So again, friends, thank you so much for being here. Give yourselves a round of applause for what we did tonight. Good night, and we'll see
Thank
you
you.
on the trail. Good
Drive
night.
safely.
Oh, yeah.